How you doing? So Kabam has banned me from YouTube. So for you wondering what the heck am I talking about, let me just first say how it started. So as you know, when it comes to Deadpool X Force, he has been nerfed. So there's a video in Marvel Contest of Champion. I don't remember what video it was. It was Karate Mike talking about something, and I asked him, uh, "What happened to Deadpool X Force? Like, did you not know he was broken?" So if you're not sure what happened, is Deadpool X Force was doing more damage than Kabam wanted, so he had to get nerfed. So I asked Karate Mike, like, what happened? Like, did you not test him? Like, how do you not know he was broken? So, and then after that, I was just trying to figure out. Um, I don't know. I didn't see my comments, and then all of a sudden, like my other comments or something, like wasn't getting any wasn't getting any likes, or nobody was making other replies to me. I was like, that's kind of strange. And I don't really know how YouTube works and stuff, but as you can see here, this is the spiral deep dive. It looks like Kabam has deleted all my comments, or hid, not delete. I think hid is more correct than all the comments I have in Marvel Contest of Champions. I guess because they're tired of me being right all the time or having to correct them for all their mistakes. I don't know what it is exactly, I personally don't know why they did that, but I want to say it's not because I'm always right. That's not really what I care about the most. What I care about the most is like fixing the game, fixing quotation mark bugs, what they call bugs. Like it's always messed up, and that's what gets me upset the most. I don't, it's like, and they're probably tired of me correcting them or telling them to do their effing job, and they said no, we can't handle criticism anymore, so we're gonna block you. So it's really sad. So as you can see here, I made a comment, Nick, against the spiral deep dive. He said best champ of 2024, blah blah blah. Then I said, Nick, are you copying me? I'm usually the person who says the best champion during deep dive. It's all good. Everyone has their own opinion. So I made that comment. As you can see right here, this Jafar mod, I don't even know how to say his name. MLAO, who the F are you? Okay, and then I could see this. If you go to the deep dive of Spiral, this is what you're gonna see, because when I go to my, it's kind of weird how it works, but I go to my alternate YouTube channel, Reno XP Fitness, it's gone. As you can see here, you see my comment, because I'm on my original channel, which will be posted on this video will be, and then when I go to my Reno XP YouTube channel, you don't see it. And this is what you're gonna see as well when you go to deep dive of Spiral. So they basically block me or ban me from uh, making comments in Marvel Contest of Champions. It's really annoying. They obviously, that's because they don't like. Probably another obvious thing is they don't like free speech. They don't believe in freedom of speech. That's why they ban me. But could be because I'm always correcting them, because they're always messing up and stuff. And you know, I don't know what to say. Let me just start with who. Who do I start with? So as you can see here, I said Scream best cosmic champion question mark. I didn't say he was the best cosmic champion. She was. I'm just saying it as a question mark because she has a potential, and you can see a lot of people, making gameplay with Scream 2 months later. Oh yeah, Scream is good. Blah 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 blah. And if you see my gameplay with Scream and Incursion, she is really good. I said without a doubt the best champion in Incursion, if you're only going to Zone 15. Obviously, Angela and Hela will be way better, and maybe even Aegon when they're max, or they're ramped up. Uh, so let's go. Is that it? So I was it. let me start with Mr. Sinister. I think Mr. Sinister, as you can see here, I said Mr. Sinister is the best buff in 2024. And you can see with Scream, I put a question mark because I'm not sure if she is. I just made it a question mark. Is she, right? But when it comes to Mr. Sinister, there's no question mark about it. I knew, this is just from the buff details alone, that he was the best buff of 2024. So I have this, I don't know, ability to know if a champion is good just based on the buff details. And you know what? His signature ability, at least his regen potency, is not even working. And the fact that I'm able to just crush Act 7 with this guy, it's just ridiculous. I solo 7.2.6 Gwyn Period with a 6-star Mr. Sinister, not even fully synergized. Okay, just really apocalypse synergy. That's it. And that was my first attempt with Mr. Sinister, and only my second time. I did it in less than 2 minutes, like a minute and 56 seconds. It is crazy how good this guy is, man. He's just crushing Act 7 right now for me. That's a 6-star, by the way. And there's already a 7-star Mr. Sinister. So yeah, so this one, like I mentioned, like I talked to DLL about it, and he actually banned me for just mentioning it on his channel. Like, what's wrong with Mr. Sinister? His regen potency at least is not working from his signature ability. That's the minimum. For sure, when it comes to his regen and the signature ability, it's not working. And he banned me for saying that. Like, what the F, Kabam? What was going on, And he could get nerfed because they're thinking about replacing his signature ability from his regen to something else. So what else? And in Scorpion, as you can see here, there's no question mark. This is another video I made. I said this was like, was it April of 2022? So what is that? More than 2.5 years ago? 31 months ago or something like that. I said Scorpion is without a doubt the best best science champion in the game. And I made plenty of videos about this because just based on his buff details, I realized how powerful this guy is. And on Deep Dive, his synergy with Venom wasn't even working. And a lot of people realized, yeah, this guy has potential, and I can see it too from the Deep Dive. But then when I looked at his buff details, and looked at his Venom synergy, I'm like, wow, this guy is going to be without a doubt the best science champion in the game. And then it turned out when it comes to his Venom synergy, it wasn't working in the beginning, and I made plenty of videos on it. So that's probably the only thing that Kabam, uh, screw up that actually benefit the player base. So if Kabam knew how powerful the Venom synergy is, it would never have made it to the game live. So as I already mentioned, it wasn't working at the beginning. He was supposed to get 10% increased attack for every pretty much debuff he applies on the opponent, or damaging debuff. So it was so powerful because he can gain up to 300% attack, because he can afflict 30 damaging debuffs on the opponent. So um, another thing they screwed up on, and I noticed it the first time right away, and then they're like, of course they're upset about it, like me noticing it. And I think obviously because I keep bringing it up to them, like, yeah, I noticed it before you guys did. And I don't understand how they not know these things, like I can tell a champion is powerful just on the buff details. Without even testing the champion, I already know the champion is good just from the buff details. And yet these guys don't. I just don't understand why. Like, I don't get it. What else? Is there anything else? No, that's it. So as I already mentioned, how I got banned, I was saying to Karate Mike, what happened? Why? What happened to Deadful X-Force? Why did How did you not know that he was broken? So Karate Mike, talking to Karate Mike, and then I cannot say for the like prove it that he's the one that banned me. I don't know if he did, but as I know from he's the leader of For Loki, and they just banned Suffice. I think that's how you say it. He's and I've seen his YouTube channel. That guy is just straight out seems like a very nice guy. But the problem with nice people is people take advantage of you, and that's what happened. They took advantage of him and they said, "We have no more use for you, so we're gonna kick you out." And he made a video on it, Safaisi, and he wasn't happy the way they kicked him out. And I was telling them about Usafa. I'm pretty sure Safaisi is better than Usafa, and that guy will never get banned from For Loki because he's the whale, the biggest whale in their. They get them to what, top three in banquet events. So it doesn't matter how bad he is. He's never gonna get banned from For Loki because he has the money. The only thing is they're just using him as well. What if he decides to stop spending money in the game, or somehow financially he wasn't able to spend as much money as he was able to do now? They're gonna kick him out for Loki. So they're basically using him. And I mentioned Sapphisi. He just mentioned it like, in the end of the day, it's just business. I'm like, business? This is a mobile game. Do you get like money for winning? I mean, I just don't get it. Like, it's really sad. Like, I told Sufficey, it's better, you know, that you left. It's best that you left that alliance because you don't want to be in a toxic alliance. This is a mobile game, people. If you don't think anything otherwise other than this is a mobile game, then then there's something wrong there. There's something you want to figure out what's going on with your life to think that this is nothing but that this is a mobile game. Okay, to say this is a business for what? You're getting $1 million if you get first place or something that I don't know about. I mean, this is a mobile game. It's really a kids game, and and people, and it's really toxic. MCOC is really toxic. I don't know what else to say. And uh thanks to Kabam for, I kind of thanks to Kabam for giving me the motivation for banning me in YouTube, because that just gives me the motivation to not spend money in the game. Um, I've spent over $3,000 in MCOC, and I would say like um, I think thanks to Kabam, I'm gonna be a free to play from now on. And unless they apologize to me or give me a very good reasons why they banned me from YouTube, I would be curious. Of course they're not gonna tell me because they're not a transparent company. They're probably the most, really one of the least transparent company in the world. But like I said, I spent more than 3,000 MCOC. Somebody's got to pay the bills in MCOC. I get that, but I think I paid my dues with paying over $3,000. And the fact that I'm a pay customer, imagine what and that's what they do to me as a customer. Imagine if you're a free to play player. What Kabam really thinks about free to play players. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I could pretty much tell you it's probably not good. I mean, it isn't good, if you're a free to play player. So, uh, I don't know what else to say. That's it. Thank you.